Good evening, everybody. I think I got the microphone working now. Call the village board meeting to order. If you join me in the pledge of allegiance, please. Will the clerk call the roll, please?
President Weatherston.
Here.
Trustee Martin.
Here.
Trustee Pierce. Here. Trustee McManus. Here. Trustee Stillman.
Here.
Trustee Wishaw.
Here.
And Trustee Lambert.
Here. Thank you. I have, moving on to,
Proposal be reviewed by the village attorney as part of this resolution.
as part of that resolution?
Yes, please.
Do we need to amend the resolution?
Do we need to amend it? Would you amend that? Sure.
Please have the village attorney review the Cummings generator proposal.
Okay. We move to approve resolution 2026-39 to include the village attorney reviewing the Cummings generator proposal.
Brandon, will you resend?
Yes, I resecond.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. This motion carries. Resolution 2026-040, authorizing the village of Caledonia to enter into a lease agreement with Array Digital Infrastructure relating to the communications tower located at 6900 Nicholson Road. This is the tower behind our building. Do I have a motion on this item?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-04.
Yeah, a second.
Second.
Any discussion on this item?
I have something to add. My understanding is we didn't get all the exhibits yet to the agreement, but you do have them now?
I wasn't aware of that. Do you want to lay this over? Do we have them? Or?
Either that or just make the approval subject to
Subject
review
to.
by staff and legal counsel of the exhibits.
Yeah, we make that
Yes,
amended motion, please.
I review with the staff for the proposal.
And
And
Mike,
to the attorney.
The second.
will you resend? Yeah. Thank you, sir. The motion is second to approve with final approvals of the material coming in from the supplier. Is that what you're saying? It's coming from the,
From the lesser.
Yeah, there's a number of items that we need to fill in the blanks. We
Okay.
can look at the lease agreement that was in the packet, mainly the legal name for Array, which is formerly US Cellular, the mailing address for the company, name and contact information, which is pretty standard.
all right,
And then there's the name and title of the authorized signature for the company that needs to be added. Then there's a couple of attachments that also need to be added, one being the legal description of the tower, land space, and the cable space, some as-built drawings, inventory of the current site, and then certificate of insurance and policy endorsements. I would say this is a pretty good modernized updated cell tower lease. This is one that we used some outside counsel that I previously used on a different cell tower lease. A lot of these things are beneficial when it comes to the cell tower lease, and Array didn't have any issue with any of those. So this is a good upgrade for the village.
this is the tower that's related to the new police and fire dispatch system, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why this one's first. There'll be two other ones. All of our cell tower contracts are, they've expired, so we'll be bringing two more of these, but we'll use basically the same template for the next two.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution carries. Resolution 2026-041, approving the 2025 year-end budget modification. I have a motion on this item, please.
Mr. President, I move to approve resolution 2026-041.
Can I get a second?
I'll second, but I hope that Wayne can explain what they did tonight to us on
So I'll say, are there any questions on this motion? Fran, you have a question on this one?
Well, I'm just going to ask Wayne to explain it because what we're doing is, after the fact, reallocating funds from one category to another category. and I think it should be clear. I called Maine this morning to say, how is it that we have items that have gone over budget, that we don't know about? What's the process for that?
Right, really, we're not looking at it on a category level, we're looking at it at a line item level. So the budget is approved on a much higher level, but what this does is this just cleans up the budget for the audit purposes, so that when we give the budget to the auditors, things are, they look nice and neat. You know, the budget is a fluid document, as you know. Staff works with the department heads when they have questions on something that may go over spending over the budget. They will talk to Todd and myself, and we'll see, okay, well, we have underspending as a different category, so we can move those funds around. So this is an annual process that occurs every year, and it's a budget neutral process. Or this proposal is budget neutral.
Right, I mean, that's the key part to me, is that it isn't that we went over budget, it's that funds got reallocated, and in some circumstances, you don't know ahead of time exactly what it's gonna be. It has to be kind of a best guess based on
Right.
all
Yeah,
the facts
and
known
it's-
at the time.
Something like overtime in the fire department, we were understaffed at the start of the year. Then we hired a number of young trainees that are in training. So the overspending in overtime, it's offset by the underspending in the salaries for the fire department.
Okay, thank you.
It's basically a true up to the budget that we do, like you said, this comes about every year. Been happening since 20 years I've been on the board.
Correct.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Okay, we have a motion and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution carries. Resolution 2026-42, authorizing the village of Caledonia to execute a distribution easement agreement with Wisconsin Electric Power Company. And I have a motion on this item. And by the way, this went through the utility district, 3-0 vote.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-042.
Second.
Move faster, Lee.
You do?
Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution carries. Resolution 2026-43, authorizing the village of Caledonia to execute a storm sewer and drainage easement agreement with Carey and Leonard Greener. This also went to utility district 3-0.
Mr. President, I move to approve resolution 2026-043.
Thank you, Mr. Rick.
I'll second that.
It's Michael.
I'm sorry, was that Fran?
Fran.
I heard Michael first.
Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution carries. Resolution 2026-44, approving a park use agreement with Angels Youth Softball Association for the use of Crawford Park. This went through the park committee and was approved on a 7-0 vote. Can I have a motion on this item?
Make the motion for resolution 2026-044.
I'll second.
Any discussion on this item? No? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution carries. Mr. Wishaw, approval of checks, please.
Mr. President, I approve it. I move to approve 8 checks totaling $770,909.21.
Now, motion, second on that motion.
Second?
A motion and second, any discussion on that motion?
There were,
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
well, if I could put my teeth in. I had one question on, the billing for, I think is it pronounced off code, the engineering code? But, it's not a huge amount, it's $2,073.50, but it's marked utility for Thomas Tree Fund, but it says it's coming out of the general fund, so I can get with Wayne on that later. And my other question was on Von Breeson's, but I think I can catch that with Wayne later on, just reading the system correctly. That's it.
For me, would you repeat that first, please?
Oh.
Wait, that's what.
So on both,
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 those guys.
yeah, those guys. So in the detail, it's, the billing is only $2,073.50.
Okay.
In the detail, it's listed as utility, Thomas Tree Farm, but the fund it's a charge to is the general fund, not to TID
Gotcha.
6. So that was my only question.
Thank you.
And so he may have the answer.
Yeah, that is being charged to the developer, that $2,000 being charged to the developer.
But are we tracking it out of the general fund or TID six?
We're tracking it out of the general fund because it's being paid for by the
Okay,
developer.
got it. Thank you.
Tony, did you wanna add something, or?
No, that's basically what I was gonna say, Nancy, if you see a code that has a 100 and then a 23168, I believe, any of the 23168s are billable, refundable billing charges.
23168.
Thank you.
6-3, actually.
So close.
That's close enough. We have a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That we will adjourn the village board meeting and move